Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, Magnetic Reversal News, Shinrin Yoku, and Yurt Life, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Monday, February 26th, 9 p.m. Mountain Time 2024. China breaks 400 low temperature records. Record snow sweeps South Korea, and heavy powder pounds the Alps as California's Sierra is about to get buried. Keep calm, it's boom time. A big winter storm to bring 10 feet of snow to the Sierras. A big drop in temperatures expected across California this week, which will end in a burial. Shut up, Al! Get in your hole! Al Gore doesn't think it snows anymore. Both directions of SR 18 closed on Tiger Mountain due to snow and ice, and it's just getting started. Rising chances for low elevation snow in BC as well as the air gets cold. And first alert, hail and strong winds across the heartland. Winter storm in the west, severe weather across the Midwest. A strong winter storm will continue to progress across the Great Basin and the Rockies, bringing heavy mountain snow, high winds, and near blizzard conditions that will cause dangerous travel conditions. Heed the warnings. Severe thunderstorms and heavy rain are possible late Tuesday through the night from parts of the mid-Mississippi Valley into the Ohio Valley and southern lower Michigan. Many winter storm warnings and watches, as well as high wind warnings and watches. So heed the warnings and click on your county at weather.gov for more info. Let's take a look at the GFS model and watch these systems pummeling the west. Here you can see the system moving through the center of the U.S. right now through Wednesday. And we'll move that through Thursday. Should bomb out on the East Coast as another system dips into the west here. Thursday and into Friday, dipping down in the Sierras, bringing heavy totals, 7 to 10 feet of snow. Look at how dark blue that is. That is the beginning of the weekend here, Saturday, Sunday. And by Sunday, it should bomb out across the Four Corners region, bringing us some snow to the South San Juans here. And another eastern storm lines up next week. Here's Tuesday and Wednesday. And so let's take a look at some of these snowfall totals, which are epic, by the way. Here's Monday through Tuesday. Moderately heavy snow in the high elevations of most of the Rockies as the first system makes its way east. It's the second system that's going to bring the heavy moisture, and that will start dipping down here on Wednesday. Thursday into Friday, bringing some heavy totals up to 4 feet by the beginning of the weekend for the Sierras near Tahoe. And Saturday and Sunday, that snow is going to bomb out. Holy macaroni. 7 to 10 feet of snow for the Sierras. And hopefully we'll be picking up some heavy totals here, maybe up to 3 feet by Monday. And that will be our fun day. As March begins, it's looking quite epic in the West. Now, China breaks 400 low temperature records. In fact, residents in the city of Shanghai have just endured the coldest February day for 43 years, dating all the way back since 1981. As heavy powder pounds the Alps, and I'm sure no one is bumming. Take a look at that cold that has pushed down into China here over the last few days. Record cold temperatures over half of that country. Seismic update. Interesting quakes coming out of Idaho today. Quite a big rocker here. The main quake of 4.9 in Smiths Ferry, Idaho. Not out of the ordinary. Happens about once a year, and there have been aftershocks. Overall, it has been quite a quiet day across the globe here. An M5.1 in Jaquililo, Nicaragua, tops the list. We're keeping a close eye on the Reykjanes Peninsula as an eruption is imminent. In fact, a note just popped up today. Increased likelihood of an eruption in the coming days. Magma accumulation under Svartsengi has reached the same amount as previous eruptions. And a lot of people jumped on the live stream with this flurry of activity, but nothing happened as it's dropped off. Seems to be a 24-hour cycle. Perhaps tomorrow, as the sun rises in Iceland, so will the magma. And we'll keep a close eye on that for you as Popo itself. In Mexico, an ash-rich eruptive phase continues with elevated tremor, probably terrifying from the city below. Leave a comment below. Worldwide volcano news update. Normal activity worldwide. Santiaguito, Fuego, Popo, Ibu, Marapi, Liwotolol, Sabancaya, all performing as usual. As we come over to space weather for February 27th, 2024. In fact, the last 24 hours completely flat in the moderate to low level C range, even dipping into the B range in the last 18 hours. We have one of the largest sunspots of the cycle still in Earth-facing position, but it's doing absolutely nothing, living up to the Earth-facing quiet that we've been seeing. 3-day geomagnetic forecast is all quiet, so chemtrails will be on the increase through the week. Now, the Odysseus moonlander sends some of the last photos home before the spacecraft likely dies, unfortunately. The privately built American spacecraft's ability to send home images and other data has been limited by its sideways landing. Now, that's not really a landing, that's a crash, I think. But I do digress. On another part of the moon, a Japanese spacecraft has woken up. But there has been confirmation as of today. Here it is, hey, of the spacecraft on the surface. And there's a picture of it on its side. Leave a comment below. Scientists discover an ancient pattern hidden in the feathers of birds, and it may have to do with sacred geometry. Now, according to an analysis of hundreds of preserved bird specimens from museum collections around the globe, there's a specific set of feather rules behind the power of flight. These newly discovered rules allow scientists to better predict which dinosaurs could fly too. Theropod dinosaurs, including birds, are one of the most successful vertebrate lineages on our planet, says Field Museum of Natural History paleontologist Himge O'Connor. One of the reasons they're so successful is their flight. One of the other reasons is probably their feathers, because they're such versatile structures. Now, examining wing features and wing feathers of 346 different species of birds from museums around the world, Field Museum of Natural History ornithologist Josef Kiat discovered an interesting trend. From the tiniest hummingbird to the fiercest eagle, all flying birds had 9 to 11 asymmetrical flight feathers called primaries. But the number of primary feathers in flightless birds varied immensely. Emus lack them completely, while penguins fancy themselves up to 40. It's really surprising that with so many styles of flight we can find in modern birds, they all share this trait of having between 9 and 11 primaries. And that's the key to flight, apparently, says Kiat. And I was surprised that no one seemed to have found this before. Al Gore's a bore. Jacob Rothschild, financier and member of the banking cartel, dead at 87. I'm sure there are many people waiting in the wings to fill his footsteps and to completely control the entire planet by 2047. More women may be psychopaths than previously thought, says experts. Well, you learn something new every day, don't you? And that's a boom to knowledge. Please share this video as we are shadow banned. We need your help to grow. Become a Patreon. Support the work we do and watch all of our podcasts in one place, commercial free. But most importantly, be safe. We love you. And that is a boom.